Na ua pulenga tamavi tatinale ka fato sangala nga basement row primary school.
Fatala fatalo le tai au fou. Ua ulia mai le soifo manui o le malutele o le tātou utino.
Mai te raina whai toa mai le tūlai valu, I le tūlai tolu, I le vaveau.
That's the sound of Gagana Fa'a Samoa, New Zealand's third largest language. This week is Samoan Languages Week, a chance to celebrate a native tongue for 1 in 20 Kiwis. But the stories of many Samoan New Zealanders and other Pasifika Kiwis continue to go untold, and the organisation set up to protect the Pacific voice faces an uncertain future. Will Ilolahia is the interim chair of the Pacific Islands Media Association. He says Pacifica journalists and media outlets still face problems, and the association needs another chance to help put things right.
Some of the Pacific Island media themselves are underpaying their own staff. And then there's the wider situation where you have a lot of corporate organisations that want to do something with the Pacific, but expect the Pacific media to do it for nothing.
Targeted Pacifica's John Utanga helped set up the group 11 years ago. He wanted to make it easier for Pacifica young people to become trained working journalists.
Journalists are content creators in terms of getting people to think about serious social issues, capacity to analyse, provoke thought, shed light on issues in our community, and to me a trained journalist is better at doing that.
John's colleague Sandra Kailahi says the group was also set up to support media outlets like the Pacific Media Network.
There is the difference of giving our angles, our perspectives. We all know that Pacific people are at the bottom of the heap, but we also look at other issues around that as to why and where the Pacific people need to take ownership for it.
Sandra says the association was also behind a push for a Pacific television station.
It's something that we will not give up on, just like our pioneers did not give up on having a Pacific radio station, and we have one now. We will continue to have that goal, but it's a long ways off.
Māori Television News Director Julian Wilcox says New Zealand has a responsibility to support PIMA, as the association is known in the industry.
The population is browning. The news and current affairs offerings should brown with it. If there's some issues around PIMA, that would concern me. I think that New Zealand has a responsibility also, not just because of the population size, I just think because of our communities.
Interim committee member Richard Palmer-Tatou says the group needs to challenge the media where Pacifica people are misrepresented.
Where particularly Eurocentric attitudes and approaches to the reporting of news and events and societal shifts happen. It needs to speak out and say, no, your people need to do some work.
Richard and Will and the rest of the committee hope to bring some new energy to the association and keep a Pacific way of doing journalism alive. I'm Michael Sergel for the Pacific Media Centre.